right now by Martin County Sheriff John Budensiek, who coordinated the search. Thank you so much for taking the time. Great work. How did you find this guy? Was it the phones?
Well, Jesse, thanks for allowing me to be on here. But actually, no. Initially, the two girls, their phones were taken away when they were disciplined in the morning. So unlike normal searches for Find My iPhone apps that you have for your kids, the girls didn't have that. So we did a deep forensic dive on some devices at the house by reloading Snapchat, learned some IP information on our suspect's phone, and then eventually did start tracking his phone. But that took us several hours to get up and running and track him down.
And when you tracked him down, what were the circumstances of his capture? Has he said anything? Has he given any indication about what he might have allegedly been doing?
He has not. So we're in South Florida. We're just north of Palm Beach County. And these girls were safely located, thankfully, just inside of Georgia by the Georgia State Patrol. After we gave them multiple locations, vehicle description, girl's description, and our suspect description, he was pulled over, taken into custody on our warrants, 2 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of interference in child custody, and the girls were retrieved. He didn't talk. He was kind of smug with the whole operation, but I don't think he'll be smug when he realizes how long he's going to be incarcerated after the stunt that he tried to pull.
You know, one of the frightening aspects about this is the Roblox thing, right? I mean, I've talked about this before. Can you explain the nature of these conversations that he was allegedly having with these girls?
So through our investigation, and keep in mind, we're working rapidly trying to figure out where these girls are. Are they here in town? Are they gone? Are they kidnapped? We're not sure at this point. So we're interviewing the family, and the family, it jogs their memory, and they say, hey, not for nothing, but middle of last year, the girls were on a gaming app called Roblox, and they met this individual. And eventually that individual was on Snapchat. We found it. We shut it down, or at least they thought. We shut it down, and they were doing the right thing as parents. But unfortunately, this individual kept pursuing these girls on Snapchat, unbeknownst to the family. But it started on Roblox, and it started with compliments, with romantic talk, nothing sexual initially. But the family did notice that things started showing up at their house, primarily food, little knickknacks, things that would make a girl happy. And eventually that individual who was grooming these girls switched over to Snapchat and continued to groom them up until the point he was able to come to our county, hundreds, actually more than 1,000 miles away from Nebraska where he was, and pick these two girls up and leave and head back towards Nebraska.
It's interesting that the family knew about him before to some degree, or what the girls were up to. What do we know about him? Does he have a criminal record? Has he been accused of doing this in the past? What can you tell us?
He has no criminal record. He's never been arrested anywhere that we're aware of. Of course, we've run him every which way. The FBI was with us in the investigation. We did a deep dive on him. No criminal record. However, through his communications, which we've now downloaded, he tells the girls over and over that I could get in trouble for this. This is a crime. You need to be careful. Basically, you need to be sneaky. And he was really careful on how he approached our area before he took the girls and left the area. And he was thinking that with them not having devices and us, he thought, not being able to track who he was, that we would never find him. And thankfully, we found him. Or we'd be doing a nationwide search right now for 2 little girls out of our area.
Yeah, look, he's innocent until proven guilty, but if these allegations are true, it sounds something just like my friend Chris Hansen deals with all the time. Let me ask you this, big picture, what do parents do who have young kids? They're on Snapchat, they're on social media, they're on Roblox, which so many kids are on. What do you advise them to do?
If there's an app at all, any app at all, where you can chat back and forth, and I mean any app, pay attention to it. Get on there regularly, know the passwords, get on there, view the communication. If it's an app that the communication automatically is erased, don't let them have that app. And then if you don't know how to use your devices, your kids' devices, of course, they're smart. Take it to somebody that knows how to download it, look in the history, look at what the kids have been looking at, and pay attention to what's going on. In this case, the parents were paying attention. They caught it. And then they thought they'd fix the problem, and then here we are a couple days later. Thank God these girls have been returned safely, but it was extremely close to being a disaster.
100%. I've seen a number of cases end very differently. Great work by the family, great work by law enforcement, great work by you, Sheriff. Thank you so much for taking the time. I think this is a really important story for parents of young children to know about, parents of teenagers to know about. Technology's changing. You got to be up there with it. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.